All right, and good evening. Welcome to Tier 1 in XLR, and it is the first sprint season for Tier 1. We head to Albert Park in Australia, down under a full grid, which is fantastic to see. New competition has arrived, so you'll see a few new names pop up, but I'm sure this is going to be a fun race to watch for sure. So, countdown is on, 18 minutes in Q1, and I must say how delighted I am to be retired for now and on the comms box. Not quite like Solid Elite, but I will do my very best. Solid, I love you, man. I wish you could be here. But for now, I will give everything I can to be as good for the race. So, a few drivers going out already, and I did hear a car actually. I don't know who it was. I'm just trying to say, I can hear engines. D10 is going to be one of the first. It is an AlphaTauri. I think that's Perkins actually. Yes, it is. On the soft tyres, very good performance from her last night actually. I think she got P5, if I can try and remember from the top of my head. So yeah, happy days for her. A little bit twingy coming out of the exits. Just take your time, don't need to rush. It's only your outlap. Go from there. Dan deciding to opt for intermediates. Probably the best tyre to go on for now. El Plan, Pyro, Wacky, as I like to call him, because he is an absolute machine. And this is one of our debutants for tonight. PGS, I'm going to try and pronounce it as right. Balaz. So if you're hearing this, good luck for tonight. Hope you enjoy it, which is the main thing for all these drivers for tonight. But we'll just go through. So Tier 2 had their end of season awards for I just put them out on Friday, I think it was. So the Tier 1, we'll go through it now. So driver of the season was Shakos. No doubt about that, really, how good of a performance he had last season. And then you had most improved, which was Giannuzzi. That is me. Most consistent as well goes to me. Thank you very much. Such an honour. And then overtake of the season, which went to Liam Bewalder on D10 at France, if I can remember from the top of my head. So, anyway, Perkins is going to be the first to set a lap around Albert Park. A very fast, very sometimes tricky in many perspectives. Hello, Chuck. How you doing? Great to have you back, man. Love to see it. Albert Park. Fun, fast, hard to keep within the white lines at times. A little bit higher on downforce, I would say, as well. But Perkins has used a lot of her ERS already. Not what I thought you would lose all that ERS suddenly, but Perkins then round the final corner with the DRS wide open. That post letterbox to slide it through. Comes across the line, 18.5 for Perkins. D10 going to be across the line next. Goes fastest with a 17.6. The Aston Martin of Dan on the intermediates will do a 22.6. Then Tech Support, D10's teammate for this season, goes faster, 17.4 for him. Excellent effort. I'm just trying to see, there is a Mercedes next of, I think that was Pyro on intermediate. That's a 23.6 for him. And I think, was that Unitos gone? Yeah, I thought I saw Unitos. That is an 18.1. For Haas, I think that might be, I'm trying to find, that is Bala. Trying to make sure I got it. Balaz. Just make sure that is right. 19 dead for him, so pretty not too bad. Jamie Dodge goes P2, 17.4, nearly matches tech support actually, only 2 thousandths away. So an impressive lap, and I have warned. So I'm going to expose McDamie George now. So McDamie George has done over a day of time trials for Australia. And I have told Jamie Dodge, if he does not win tonight, he is getting trolled. As simple as we are taking no prisoners. If you do not win after the amount of hours you have put in, there is going to be some issues. Liam Buwalda, 2-time world champion in XLR, the inaugural 2-time world champion, had a very good season last season with a battle against Shakos. Goes with a 22 dead, but how impressive he was last season. And very unfortunate just to miss out on that championship. But I'm sure he can keep his head held high and go again for next season. I know Petterflat is actually on a lap. I think one of the only ones actually to be on a lap on the medium compound tyres, and just Alpine getting out of the way there, which probably is the wisest thing to do, not to get in anybody's way, especially on the first race of the season. So Petterflat going to the papaya of the McLaren. I do, Numi. However, I can't be bothered because it's in my laptop and I need it for work. And I will try it next week if I can remember, obviously. But right now, I'm just happy to stick to controller, and I'll probably need time to get used to a keyboard while spectating. Another debutant, Lele, if that's how I can pronounce it. So Lele again, massive good luck to you on your first race in XLR. Like I always say, enjoy it, have fun, and show us what you can give everyone in Tier 1. So through the fast few corners of Sector 2, the McLaren getting out of the way wisely. A purple first sector apparently on the game for Lele in the Alpine. That that lightish blue colour, the bright blue that shines through Albert Park, goes hugging the inside of this fast, twisty few corners now through the chicane, where a lot of people can drop it through there, but Lele does well to get as fast as possible. And he's going to come through the final few corners now, and hopefully not invalidate it. Guess uses all the track as much as possible. Very lovely, hitting the apexes in the sweet spots. And now through the last few corners, a little twitch there, but not enough to lose time. Goes P3 with a 17.5, so a very good effort there. James PT, again another debutant, well done as well, and good luck to you, good sir, in the Scuderia for today. And he's going to put his car P7. Good effort there. Zakis Beast is starting a lap. El Nino is coming across the line very, very soon in the Haas. As El Nino making a return, which is great to see. A great driver. Did very well 2 weeks ago in Qatar. Got himself P5, I want to say. Goes P10 with an 18.6. And swept back Flame, who got pole position here last season in Australia. Only good enough for P11 on the medium tyres. Zakis Beast Ben, who could have actually had a tow from his teammate, but opts not to, which is fair enough. Better safe than sorry. The Welshman hopefully wanting to improve after last season. Didn't quite have the greatest of results. As, yeah, he just has a slide there, and that's not going to help his lap time at all. Yeah, like I said, not going to... Hopefully wanting to improve, really, through this season after last season. Just didn't quite work out well for him, you know, with the errors he had. But good enough for P10 at 18.3. And Shakovs, the world champion, my former teammate, who had highs and lows throughout last season, but came out on top in Qatar. A great result for him 2 weeks ago, and he got the championship, and a delighted man for sure, and he'll be wanting to do the same again this season throughout these 8 races. A great guy, and I hope to see some competition as well, and I'm sure he'll love the competition as well. As Shackles fan are coming on the final straight, goes fastest by 2/10, a 17.2, so he's picked up where he's left off after 2 weeks. Very impressive. And another human being that we have missed, Jack Imack, a former world champion who missed the last few races, but it's great to see him back. So what can Jack Imack do? Can he get himself? No, he can't. Only P8. So a little bit rusty for Jack Imack, but he'll be hoping to improve on those lap times. Someone did just go up. Yes, it was Balaz actually. A much improved lap time up to P11. Probably still not quite safe from elimination, but still a long way to go. Liam Baroda as well, actually, who did actually go on intermediate, so he will be definitely wanting to get up the order as much as possible. As tech support retires in the pit lane, for good reason, thinks he's safe with that little time, and I would think so too. As Liam Baroda then coming in the sector 3 bit, yellow flag sector 3, that is probably Jack just slowing down for the half sphere. As Liam in the Williams, he's going to come across the line on low fuel, P2, a 10.5, nearly, well, just over a 10th away from Shackle sphere. So definitely, and most likely will be safe. Oh, and tech support has left the session. I'll just try and invite him back, just to make sure he does not lose out. D10 also retiring in the pit lane. Petaflat, one of the next to come across the line. I'll just see if anyone is up ahead. I think try again later boy in P7 on an outlap, so he's going to be starting very soon. El Plan also going to be starting a lap soon, as he is right now. Petaflat often to box fence. Petaflat, yeah, bear in mind I did forget to see he is on 4 lap out tyres. Probably my maths not doing as great. El Plan, the Estonian Ben. Quick driver. Has potential to be at the top of the pack. If he can just put the effort in, I'm sure he can do it. As El Plan hugging that right-hand side, then is going to go and hug the left-hand side to save as much time as he can. And he's just about a 10.25 up there, which would promote him to only P12 for now. But we'll see what he can do in the last few sectors, as he nearly clipped the grass there. And again, a little bit slidey on the rears, on the exit. But again, still on the throttle, still facing the right way. Low on fuel, so he's going to try and use all he can to get as much speed out of that Williams. And where can El Plan put his Williams? Good enough for P11. It's a 17.8. Perkins has started a lap. I'm sure. Was there someone else out as well? It might be Perkins actually. Not too sure. So a 10th up there for Perkins. In the AlphaTauri. And 2 times up for Perkins. So looking very neatly. Oh, and goes onto the gravel. She goes onto the gravel. Carries too much speed and will definitely have to abort this lap and get a new set of soft tyres on for sure if she wants to proceed into Q2. As we just see, Try Again Later Boy has actually got promoted to P2. Good effort from him. So drivers at risk there: Zackus Beast, Petterflat, El Nino, Swapback Flame, and Mr. Business. Mr. Business nowhere to be seen actually. So hoping he can get out within a few minutes' time. I can't see. So about just over 3 minutes to go. And I'm not too sure if Perkins is actually starting another lap. Might not be the wisest thing to do. Not too sure actually. Jamie Dodge has retired in P5. Pyro has invalidated his lap in P9. Oh, and now Nino's just spun around, facing sideways, as I just caught that. Not in the wall, so that's the main thing. Still carrying on. All good to go. Swapback Flame, one of the drivers at risk. The last of the pack who have completed a lap time, so definitely much improvement needed for the Canadian. He does half a second up actually, nearly half a second up, which is a big improvement for Swapback there. And where can he put his Red Bull actually? So he's got a good teammate for this season, Jack Imac. So if Swapback can pull out some performances, may have a chance at going for a chance at the Constructors' Championship if it is possible as well. So Try Again Later Boy also retiring, which is reasonable, I will be honest. Swapback Flame was nearly 7 tenths. So what will that'll be an 18.1, only good enough for about P13, roughly P14, but we'll see what he can do now through the final few corners. It's only good enough for P13 with a 17.8. As we've got El Nino going to be beginning another lap after he just made a little spin. Petterflat has unfortunately invalidated. Dan has retired in P10. A bit risky, but Balaz is going to come across the line. And he does improve, but it's only a high 17.9, P14, still at risk. Some drivers... Oh, and Pyro's retired. I think it's fast off the chicane. I wonder if I can find him real quick. Yeah, he's just put it into the wall. So Pyro's going to be eliminated from... well, he's either going to be safe from Q1, but he's going to be eliminated at Q2, or he's going to drop P16 or maybe lower. Petterflat and El Nino's actually 3.5 tenths up through the second sector, but it still wouldn't be good enough to, it wouldn't actually be good enough to get him out, because he would need to pull a second to get him out of the drop zone. But we'll see what El Nino can do now, and it is P16, only P16. So El Nino is out of Q1. Perkins is going to start another lap. Zackus Beast is coming into Sector 1, going to just start Sector 2 shortly. Petterflat is eliminated as well. So McLaren are starting P19 and 20, which is not the news they would have wanted. So Zackus Beast is most likely the only driver that can get out. But as it stands, it's still not quite good enough to get out of that drop zone. Only over half a tenth. Has pulled a purple middle, but still not quite good enough for him to be into Q2. So we'll see what Zackus Beast can do, if he can improve, even if he gets up to P16. What can that Alpine do? And El Nino's put himself into a wall? I don't think so. I don't know. Zackus Beast. Oh, he gets up into P12. He's done it. Great effort here from Zackus Beast. Great effort. Oh, and that puts James PT out of Q1. great effort there from Saka's Beast to pull out those crucial temps to get himself into Q2, and what a delight that will be for him. So, drivers eliminated from Q1. We got Pyro, who must have shunted it into the wall somehow. I couldn't quite see it. James, Perkins, El Nino, Petafla, and Mr. Business, who did not set a lap time. So, there's only going to be 4 drivers going to be eliminated from Q2 here. Well. Well, well, I'll be damned. Into Q2. Oh, is it going to be a dry session? Is it going to be dry for the race? Can anyone find out? I'd love to find out.
The weather at Melbourne is often unpredictable, making it difficult for the driver and engineers alike to find the optimal.
That would be fantastic. All right, Q2, 15 minutes on the clock, and we will get going again. We've got El Plan out with Unitos, Lele D10, and a lot of drivers coming out actually. So is it clouding over? It appears to be clouding over a little bit. Are some drivers coming out right now to get their laps in? Is it going to rain? Well, it looks a bit clearer more through Sector 2. Sector 1 looked a bit clouded. I don't know. We shall see. I've got no idea what is going to happen. And so El Plan has let, I'm going to say, it's either Dan or Unitos through. It is Unitos actually. In the Aston Martin, the mean green fighting machines. Going to have a scrap through Albert Park. And Unitos and Dan, I must say, they have got great standards of racing, great pace, for sure. I won't lie. As you can see, a lot of drivers, only a few now are still in the pit. So Jack and Try Again Later Boy are the only ones still to remain in the pits. Hey. Sorry there, and we'll go back on with Unitos, and through Sector 1, gets it nice and clean. 27-1 through the first sector, default purple for the time being. Now, Sector 2 is pretty much not really corners, it's just a massive straight with the TRS, which is so long. It can be so effective to get overtakes, and then you've got the chicanes, which is so fast that you need to be so precise, and Unitos has just done really well to put it in the best position, to put the car in the best position through there. El Plan went a little bit wide actually, just as you can see from behind. Unitos coming around the final few corners in Sector 3. Where can he put his Aston Martin? On the last bit of the DRS. Coming through now. And it is an 18.3. El Plan does as invalidated. That was D10 going fast by 2 attempts, and then Dan does a 19.4. The Haas of Ballas goes P2. Good effort from him. Lele next across the line, and he is going to go P1 with a 17.3. Good effort. The Mercedes of, I'm sure I saw a Mercedes, yeah, Jamie Dodge, 3 times slower than Lele, 17.6. Then you had Swept back with an 18.2. Is that Liam Walder? Completely lost it. Azaka Speed, sorry. 18.5 him, P7. Liam Walder goes P2 with another 17.6 again. Jack Imac hasn't validated. L-Plan. I think L-Plan's going to recharge his batteries out. Shakov's is beginning of the lap, and he's got a bit of traffic, so he needs to be careful, and so does the other drivers, to not get in his way at all. Try again later, boy. Beginning his lap. L-Plan is... yeah, I think he's going to do another banker lap. Jack Imac has... not too sure what he's up to, just trying to get out of the way. We'll stay on with Shakov's then. In that Scuderia Ferrari. And yeah, I remember this race wasn't the best races of him, unfortunately, as his teammate accidentally put him in the wall when he was storming through me and another driver that I will not comment on because I was absolutely fuming that night. But we made up for it. Got for championships. We're happy, men. But Shakov's goes fastest by, again, 2/10 of P2 with a 17.1. A great effort there from Shakov. Try again later, boy. Coming around the final few corners as well. I think Jamie... I don't know if Jamie Dodge is starting a lap. Yes, he is going to be starting a lap. Try again later, boy. He's going to get a decent tow, actually. P3. Good effort. Jamie Dodge then about to start his next flyer, or his second flying lap of the race. And in his home Grand Prix, he's up at 4 o'clock this morning. The dedication is superb. Hello, Una. Good luck for today. But yeah, down under for Jamie Dodge to get up the dedication. He's got to race, and yeah, insane from this guy. He's only just over half the 10th up. And he'll be hoping to improve a little bit more because he's put a lot of practice into tonight. Yeah, Lele is super quick. I saw him on 5 lappers actually when we were racing in Singapore, as Johnny does decide to box and abort by a lap. I think try again later, but just getting out of the way there. D10 on an out lap will beginning his lap very soon. Yeah, Lele is... saw him on Singapore. He was about 2 to 3 seconds ahead of the road, and like we were maintaining our pace, and he was very good. I thought we're gonna have to snatch him and see if he would be keen to do league racing, and of course he is, and it's great to see him doing really well. First impressions, definitely could be a winner in XLR. A championship winner? You never know. L-Plan on his second lap then, he invalidated his first. So he would definitely need to improve and try and be with Liam Bewalder. There's the Red Bull in the way. I think that's Jack, just minding his own business. Yes, he is. Oh, excuse me. 44.4 for L-Plan. It is a purple, apparently, according to the game. So well planned. In the Williams. Sorry, a bit of a technical difficulties. The stream just decided to stop. Very weird. I think, did D10 improve on that laptop? I think it did. I think our plan did as well. So 6 minutes to go. We've got Liam Bullwalder in P6. Drivers at risk currently: Jack Imac, tech support, Dan, and Zach is Beast. Jack, who I know is a very good driver. A driver that uses a pad or a controller, as people say, and not wheel. An excellent talent, for sure. Multiple race winner in XLR, a world champion, a constructor. Oh, and just slides a little bit, drifting through those chicane bits, and I wonder how much time he lost actually through that, but he kept it on the track very neatly, very well recovered from the Red Bull driver. But we could jackpot his Red Bull. Let's wrap back his teammate up in P8. And it is P5, so a good effort there for Jack Imac for sure. Dan is on an out lap, needing to improve. So does his teammate Unitos for tonight. Balaz is on an out lap. Jamie, Liam Bullwalder, Shaq is deciding to do another lap as well. Fair enough. Try again later, boy. Lele is actually on a lap right now as we speak. Didn't quite see his last two sectors, but we'll see if he has improved through sector 3. So he comes around the final corner, going to get a little decent tow actually from the Aston Martin up ahead of him. And where can he put? Oh, he's in the 16.8. What a lap from Lele there. Very, very good effort. And I would want to say definitely safe. Definitely safe into Q3. Liam Bullwalder, 10.5 up through sector 1 in sector 2 currently. I'm just going to try and see if anyone else is on a lap ahead. No, I don't think so. So I think Liam is the next driver ahead. So he's lost a bit of time, not by much, only about 300ths, but I'm sure he'll be able to improve through sector 3 on new, fresh, soft tyres. And we'll see if he can get close to the top. What can he pull out? In the Williams, has he got a lovely colour helmet as just see in the cockpit, and he improves only to P3 though. Shaq has begun his lap, Jamie dodges aborting his lap, he's invalidated, so is Balaz. Dan is 4 times up, which would put him not even safe actually, so he needs to improve really a lot by about 1.1 seconds. I say that, he's done it by 2.1 seconds. It goes up into P4. Good effort there, Dan. And we'll just go and see if anyone else. Tech support is still in the pit lane, so we need to get out as soon as possible. Shakovs is coming to the end of his lap time, using all the track as much as he can to get through as much. And I must say, he's smashing it. But can he reclaim that #1 spot like he did last season? Of course he does, by nearly 2 attempts. Great effort there, Shakovs. A 16.7. Comfortable. It's just a normal day at the office for Shakovs. Try again later, boy. He's going to go. Well, he does improve by 0.005, but doesn't improve it on his positions. Jamie dodges 3.5 times up through the first sector. I'm just going to see if anyone else is further ahead. I know Unitos is a 10.5 up. I don't know if Dan is just gone out of the way. So I know he did improve. Yes, he did into P4. So may have given a tow to his teammate, which would benefit him a lot. So Dan does opt to box anyway. And Unitos comes across the line. Only good enough for P10 though. And yeah, he's going to be kicking himself really, wanting to do better. The Mercedes of Jamie Dodge actually is coming across the line very soon. 4 times up through sector 2. Coming through sector 3 now. Where can he put his Silver Arrow car? For Q2. Goes into P3. Very, very close in the 16s, but a good effort there from the Aussie. Swapback Flame is invalidated, so he's got one last shot to get out of Q2. On the brink is Unatos. But Bala Udan's retired in the pit lane. Very... Is he safe? I wouldn't say so. Not quite yet. As Bala's only good enough for P11, so he's out of Q2. Swapback Flame, one last chance. And where is tech support, actually? I've tried inviting him. I did invite him. So I don't know what happened, actually. Zakis Beast, last gasp effort for him as well. So, people safe, definitely Shakovs, Lele, Jamie Dodge, and Liam, definitely the top 4 into the next round of qualifying. Swapback Flame then will go on board with him as he's 2 times up through the first sector. What's going on? What's going? What? What has happened? Am I? Oh, I think I've disconnected again. What on earth is going on? Yeah, I know. This is why I need proper Wi-Fi. I can't afford to use my mobile data, really. Right, we'll be back in. Apparently not. Oh, failed to join session. Give me one moment. Unless I need an invite, I don't know. Nah, surely not. Do I need to ask to join? I can join. Hang on a moment. This is not working out for me at all. It's all going up in smokes. Right, let's try again. Come on, let's join the session. There you go. All right, I'm going to have to wait for the qualifying results to come. And then I can join again. So I don't know who's out. I don't know if Zakker's Beast did make it. All I know is Swapback Flame is out. And Balaz. Tech support as well. But I don't know on if anyone else is through into Q3 or eliminated into Q2. I have no idea. Swapback lost 3 attempts. And... Right, we're back in. Let's go. So I don't know if I'm just waiting on myself. Right, we're back in. We're here. Technical difficulties again. 12 minutes to go. Final shootout of qualifying. So who made it through? Jack, Jamie, Owlplan, Try Again, Later Boy, Liam Broad, Lele, Unatos. Did manage to get through. Happy days for him. Dan, D10, and Shaq. So, got the 2 Aston Martins out already. Oh, a bit tired. I am a bit tired, I'm not gonna lie. Well, be honest and say I did try and stay up all night last night to try and watch WrestleMania, but my body said no, or as people call it, nuh-uh. So I just went to sleep and just watched it at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm in, Tom. Thank you very much. But yeah, I tried watching it in the early hours last night. It just wasn't able to. The matches most of them were okay. The crowd sucked though. I'm not gonna lie. The crowd at WrestleMania last night absolutely sucked. There was just no passion there. They were just like, they weren't even singing along to the songs. I was just really disappointed. If I was the UK, they would be smashing it. That's why they go on European tours most times, but we'll go back onto the F1, and Dan is first to start the last quali of the session. I'm not surprised about it. It's like, what time is it fair for you? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2... It's like 4 o'clock fair for you. I'm sure it is. It must be. Or something like that. Anyway, Dan is through Sector 1 onto Sector 2, so we've got the long straight to fly around. Hello, Mr. Business. Hope you're doing alright. 44.4 for Dan. In the Aston Martin, stays away from those curbs, those cursed curbs, as I would call them, because they can gone past 3 o'clock in the morning. How on earth are you still up? Go and get some sleep, because you need it. Anyway, Dan coming around to find a few corners now, as he will. He might have a good chance actually of getting a good lap time in actually. Let's see what we can do. Does a 17.6, so not too bad. Unitos goes with an 18.4, so miles away from his teammate Dan there. The L-Plan goes into P2, sandwiches gets into Aston Martin sandwich with an 18 dead. D10 is coming around now, and he's going to go pole position with a 17.4. The Red Bull of Jack Imack is about to start his lap. Sure, that's Lele coming around the final corner. Yes, he is. Can he get a good position? Yes, he does. A 16.7. 7 tenths away from D10. Is that... Yes, it is. Liam Bewalder coming across the line. Only P3 for him. Try again. Later Boy is the next.
The weather in Melbourne is often unpredictable, making it difficult for the drivers and engineers alike to find...
And he goes P6 in the AlphaTauri. Jack Imack is next. I'm sure he's the next. Yes, he will be. In the Red Bull. How you doing, Bellas? Yeah, unlucky there with qualifying. I'm sure you just missed out. P11 was it for you? So not a bad effort. Still got the race to go. Still got an opportunity to get some points. Jack Imack coming on the final straight now, and McJammy dodge, didn't see him there. Oh my goodness, he's it's like an RKO out of nowhere. He's got pole position by 2 tenths. Jeez, how on earth has he pulled that out of the bag? Oh my goodness. Sharkos does the purple first sector, and probably the best out of anyone, really. And now he's gone onto the long DRS straight. You missed your final lap, but happy because I'm not fast. Well, I'll say that in this tier, you will learn a lot. And when I was racing, I was poor, I was slow. You could, like, if you speak to a lot of the drivers, they will say how much I've improved over the last year and a half. So on. Oh, and Shakovs has invalidated his lap. Oh no, Shakovs. And that would have been a pole position worthy as well with a 16.3. So he knows he's got the lap. He knows he's got it in him. He knows he has it, so he'll have to box again and get a new set of tyres on. Oh dear, no. And so that is the first half of quali over. Advantage, Jamie Dodge. And has those hard work of 24 plus hours of time trials paid off? At the moment, yes it is. Okay then, our plan. Done a purple first sector, he's about half a tenth up. Just over half a tenth up, and he's going to get actually pretty decent tow from that Aston Martin, who gets out of the way now. That was Dan actually. And he's half a second quicker, which could potentially put him P5 for the time being. Potentially. See what he does on these next few corners now as he is approaching the line very, very soon. Where can he put his Williams? Can he get close to Liam? As the Williams boys could make a name for themselves. He goes P5 indeed. It's a 17.4. So nice effort there from our plan. Dan about to begin potentially his last flying lap as well of the qualifying. Goodness me. A bit tired. Not a surprise. Dan is just 3,000 shy, but he's still in it. And he could get this. He's actually going to get a good tow from his teammate, actually, Unitos, which is going to benefit them massively on this long straight. As Unitos is still, I think he's still going to carry on, actually, to give Dan the best timing as he can. As I did see Dan do a purple. Oh, and he's invalidated. Oh, Dan. Pressure's got to him and has to now repay the favour for Unitos now. So he's still got time. Dan has still got time to do another lap. There's 2 minutes and 20 remaining. As you can see, some of the drivers going into the pit now. Jamie Dodge is about to begin for probably his last lap as well of the qualifying session. He's got a few drivers behind, actually. Jack, I think that was on an out lap. I think Jamie is doing a banker by the looks of it, maybe. Yeah. Oh, and Unitos is invalidated as well. So Aston Martin's not getting the times in at all, going off the track, exceeding the track limits, which is going to dampen their hopes of getting within maybe a top 5 or maybe a top 6, which is where they can probably go. Anyone on a lap? As far as I'm aware, no. Jamie is doing a banker, as I fairly remember. Trying to see who's going to be the first. I don't know. I know the Mercedes is coming through soon now, so Jamie is off underway for his last qualifying lap to get pole position in his home country. Here we go. So turn 1 and turn 2, avoid the curbs, avoid the first curb as much as possible. Use the AstroTurf to hug the inside, and then go on the outside. Then turn 3, then it's a little bit hard with turn 4, but he's kind of done well. Purple first sector, so fast through that first sector, very nicely done. Now you've got this long straight, the left, the right of the new Albert Park circuit, which he is a 10th up at the moment, still improving, which is fantastic to see from the Aussie. Now the crucial bits, the final few corners now, can't afford to make any mistakes at all. Even the slightest of twinges can cost you dearly, like a quarter of a tenth. So Jamie's seeming to do okay for now, as he stays away from that curb like Shakov's went, and he's gone fastest again. So he's done a 16.3. Good effort there from Jamie. The Aston Martin of Dan is invalidated. Unitos is going to come across the line right now, and he goes up into P4. Really good effort there. Try again later, boy. Has invalidated, so will not improve. Jack Imac is also invalidated. Who else is on the lap? Is Lele on the lap? Yes, he is. And he has not invalidated, which is crucial if he wants to get pole position. But we'll see what he can do. Uses all the kit as much as possible to get the best exit. Here comes Lele. Oh, he can't do it. Shackles then. Can he get pole position? No, he can't. He only gets P2. And McJamie Dodge is on pole position for the Australian Grand Prix. And Shackles' first lap would have been enough to be on pole position. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So we wait for Dan to get into his thingamadoo, his pit box. All right, so here's final classification for qualifying 3. Jamie Dodge takes pole position by just over a 10th actually to Shaq, so not a bad effort. Lele goes into P3 on his debut, good effort there. Liam Peroda in P4, D10 in P5, Unitos P6, Elplan P7. Jack Imac will take P8, Dan in P9, and try again later boy in D10. I'm not too sure when we're going. All right then, so the race. I'm not too sure when we're going actually. So in 4 minutes time. And yeah, great to see some numbers. Great to see the competition close. Having new drivers in. Excuse me 1 minute. All right, and I'm back. Right, so yeah, I'm hoping closer racing. 100%. I'm hoping it will all be a clean race. And well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so strategies are going to be curious. I'm going to be very curious. Oh, and we're going to go. All right, and here we go for the formation lap then, and we'll get the tyre allocations. So, oh, it's a bit mixed. So, Jamie Dodge is going to go medium, Shackles is going to go hards, Lele is going to go mediums, Liam and D10 hards, Una and now plan mediums, Jack and Dan hards, Try Again Later Boy on softs, then Saka's Beast all the way down to Sweatback is mediums, Tech Support 2, James PT hards, Perkins mediums, El Nino softs, Petaflap hard, and Mr. Business mediums. And so Jamie will be absolutely delighted to be on pole position. All that hard work has paid off for him to be in quali, but now he needs to do it in the race. Pole position doesn't get you any points, it's the race that's what matters. And he needs to do it if he wants to have a chance of winning the championship as well. For a guy that is probably one of the most introverted people I have ever talked to in my life, fair dues on it. Fair dues. Because he grinds so much. God knows what he could do in the future. If he could do esports maybe. Or something. I don't know. Like Ronar or Otmir or Lucas Blakely. I don't even know. So as the drivers are coming to the grid boxes now, and we will begin for the race eventually. Fingers crossed there's no glitches. As Dan gets disqualified for not getting into his grid box, as Mr. Business is going very, very wide. Alright then, here we go for the first race of Tier 1. And the 5 red lights are about to appear on your screens right now. is lights out, and away we go. And I haven't got quite a good camera angle, but yeah, Johnny's gone away really well, as well as Lele into P2. So those hard tyres not working to the best of his fortunes right now. So Jamie getting away really well. Yellow flags in sector 1. I don't know who's had a moment. Zacchaeus Beast is round and he's lost his end plate there, and it's all a bit of colossal. Oh, it's a big collision, a big shunt. I'm not too sure who that was. Jack Imike's got a penalty for track limit. Yeah, Jack and Swapback, I think, getting folded together, but it's looking really poor. That's a driver going slow. I think that's our plan. What's happened to our plan there? So it's all a bit of carnage on lap 1 at Australia, but for the top 4, they got on the way there. I want to say try again. Later Boys has done a really good start, up 3 positions. D10 just hasn't quite got the start he wanted in P8, but as expected, as you got Jamie, Lele and Shaq, Liam Bawalda as well, Unatos, Dan, try again Later Boy, all within contention of trying to get some positions at the start of a few laps. So Perkins and Petterflat having a battle through the final corners now, and who's got enough speed to get that P12. So a few boxes. Oh, and they're double stacking that Red Bull. Oh, and Jack Imike is not going to be pleased at all, and it's a nose change for both of them. So what a disaster for Red Bull. Zacchaeus Beast is coming into the pits as well, again for a nose change. We'll just look around, see if there's any battles. A bit of a midfield squabble. Pyro leading the way in P10. Very good recovery actually from Pyro to get from P15 to P10. Balaz as well done a really good start into P9, into the points already. So for now, this is about a waiting game for Shaq and Liam Bawalda on the hard tyres. And Unatos could be going for a move actually on Liam Bawalda down the inside. Oh, it's nearly touching, or if it is, the slightest of kisses, but they managed to get away with it. A hard but fear racing from Unatos and Liam Bawalda. Unatos showing no fear to go for a move, but it just allows the top 3 to go as well. So Jamie picks up the fastest lap of the race. Lele is 1.4 seconds away, 1.5, and a lot of work to do now then to see what can Shakovs do. The current world champion is got a bit of work to do, but he's just got to be patient, as he is on the hard tyres, so he's still in the race. As we'll just look behind, just see if anything's going on in the midfield. But as I'm aware, so Tech Support and Petterflag got time penalties, as well as Jack Imike. But I think there was a glitch actually, if I can remember from the top of my head, and I did forget to warn them. But here we go then with Shacklespen, who has got DRS. This is the battle for P2, and he's just not quite close enough, but we'll get another batch of the DRS. Oh no, and Shackles is gone! Shackles is out of the race, and that's going to be a safety car. The champion is out of the race, and that is a safety car. Oh, not the star Shackles would have wanted. Oh no. Oh, you got to feel for the guy. You have got to feel for the Ferrari man, and that is a full course safety car. So is anyone going to box? Not right now. Oh, someone's going to try again later, boy. To get off those soft tyres. Tech Support also coming into the pits. Oh no. Oh no. So this has benefited Jack and Swapback so much, as for Shakovs, he just went on the curb, just lost that control on the exit, eager to keep with Lele, and it's just absolutely costed him dearly. And unfortunately, for the second race in a row at Australia, Shakovs has not got the result he would have wanted. and is out of the race. But Aston Martin are P4 and P5, and this is brilliant for them. But I'll tell you, this is who hasn't helped is for Jamie, George and Lele on those medium tyres. It's allowed Liam Peralta on the harder tyres, but those harder tyres will soon come into play once it reaches about 1/3 of the race of the. So we're looking about lap 10 maybe when the oh, goodness me, what a few laps. Right. So we've got a few drivers to wait on. It would be Zach and Jack, who just need to catch up to the back of the pack. And then hopefully we will begin to go racing very shortly again. So first safety car is out. Unfortunately, Shakov's DNF'd at that cursed chicane, which is not, the pain that must be going through is, yeah, not pleasant. Lap 5 then of 29, and so far so good for Jamie. So we'll just wait on Jack to hopefully close in, and the safety car will be able to come in at the end of the lap. Here we go. So here we go again. Jamie will be the de facto safety car. He controls the pack whenever he wants to go. He will choose. And I haven't even got the lap data on. Forgot to say. So, when does Jamie go? When will he opt to go? And drivers got to be so careful not to go into the back of each other. And I think he has gone. And I think Lele has kept up with him. Yes, he has. But it's decent enough for Jamie Dodge to maintain his way. But look at the exit Lele got. And we could see a side-by-side battle. But I think Lele's decided to not push yet and just wait for the right time and go for the right moment, as he's still got, oh, and a few people got time penalties actually. I think that was Balaz, and oh, and there's a hats off as Balaz going on to the Astro bit, just looking at it, and it's again this little dogfight in the midfield for crucial points, as you just a nice camera angle of the cars zooming past, vrooming all the way onto the long straight. But I'm just looking to see, is anyone close enough to go for a move? I can't quite see, so no, not quite yet. But we'll just see if Lele's going to go for a move. He doesn't do it, yeah, he thinks about it, but thinks patiently. Liam Peralta as well, he's going to be waiting to collect the bones and pick his moment. Unitos is doing a really good job in P4, D10 as well, back into P5. Pyro doing really well in P7 actually. He's up nearly 10 positions actually. Very good effort there from him. Oh, and we've got Pig, I think he's up. There is some drivers trying to go for a move. AlphaTauri, yeah, try again, later boy on the inside of Mr. Business. That is for P12. As we got an Alfa Romeo Texaco actually storming the way. Could go 3 wide, but The door is closed. Oh, and Mr. Business goes. He's narrowed his apex fit, and that allows tech support to get up into P13. So a few positions lost for Mr. Business. The Pyro is now on the back of Dan. DRS still not yet available. Gotta wait for 2 laps on this game. But Pyro is closing that gap on Dan, but it's just not quite close enough to go for a move. So you just see a bunch of the cars going at it in those high speed corners. Great to see. Oh, and there's a nice little battle. Couldn't quite see that. Yeah, El Nino and tech support. Tech support down the inside. Still side by side with El Nino, but I think he's got the move. Excellent job there from Tech. Oh no, he's made a mistake actually, and that allows. Or is it? I don't know. Or was that with try again later boy? Oh, I'm getting confused now. What's going on? El Nino up into P11? Is that right? Oh, I don't know. What is going on? I am so confused. Anyway, Red Bull of swept back flame on Mr. Business. Mr. Business is struggling with race pace here, and tech support could have a chance to get up into P14, but still just not quite close enough to do anything just yet. Outplan on the back of Petterflat, as he's got Jack Imac now behind him. As Jack Imac does a switchback, very lovely, to try and go round the outside. What a move. Lovely, lovely move round the outside of there. That was P17, but here we go then, Lele, who is going to go round the outside of Jammy Dodge. Can he get the move? Can he make his stick? And he has done it, and he takes the lead of the Italian, not the Italian Grand Prix, he's Italian, the Australian Grand Prix. Jammy Dodge is going to try and keep with him. Lele still remains in the DRS, or still has the DRS, sorry. But Jammy is now going to have that favour towards him for the next batch of the DRS. And Liam Broder is outside of 1 second, so he's a bit vulnerable. But luckily, Unitos is half a second away from getting within Liam's DRS. But we'll see if Jammy Dodge can counter back then and do another sucker punch. But I think he's still not quite ahead. We'll go back onto him later as Perkins is thinking about a move on Dan. Not quite close enough there just yet. James is trying to go for that final point position as we see Perkins going on to Dan. This is for P7. Lovely move round the outside, keeping it nice and clean. Good effort. Going to have that inside. Little bit of a contact with the wing to the tyre, but that will be enough. As Pyro picks up a time penalty for track limits already, sitting in P6. So he's got D10 now. Sometimes the best of buddies can be bitter enemies on the track, but he is gaining. As D10 gets ahead of Unitos as we speak, so he's got a nice gap now to try. Oh, and he cuts the corner a lot, and yellow flags, and I think someone's had a collision. Yeah, try again later, boy. There must have been something must have happened, because it's not normal for him to have yellow flags where he was, so he must have had a collision somewhere with some driver, but we'll find out later. Pyro then, Unitos, D10. This is the battle for P4. As we can see, Unitos is gaining side by side already, and he's going to get back that P4. Nicely done, nice and clean. But now D10 has got Pyro with the DRS, but I think is D10 going to try and fight this one back? No, he's not. He is still in it, still in a chance. Oh, and this driver gone wide there. That's Dan going wide there. That's going to allow Perkins to try and pick that position. Oh, and it's so close, it's so tight. Is that tech support trying to go for a move on Perkins? Thinks about it, but thinks wisely and backs out of it and just waits and be patient. But you can see how close tech support is to Perkins. With the DRS, surely yes. But Perkins hugging that inside with the DRS. No ERS though. So that's not going to help Perkins at all. So I'm just trying to see if is there any battles I can see. Yes, Mr. Business is trying to go for a move on James PT. Down the inside he goes, and he forces. That is our plan. That is our plan, spun around with no wing at all, and he's going to have to box and get a nose change for a very, very unfortunate for the Estonian, as Unatos is now back into P4, and he's going to try and progress in this race, but Jamie Dodge is still not quite on the back of Lele, still within DRS, but not close enough to go for a move as of right now. Liam Broder, again, just being patient, waiting for the right time, as he's 1.7 away from Jamie in P2. Dan is on the back of Perkins, but he lost a bit of time, actually. Must have gone a bit wide, didn't quite hit the apex, but yeah, we'll just see, it's a nice little scrap, actually. We've got a few cars, Jack Imac, James, Mr. Business, and Dan, and Perkins, actually. But this is where it can be so dangerous, especially in high speeds. But everyone seems to be doing okay for now. Look at the exit Jack got, actually. But he's just not quite close enough to get a move done. But look at Mr. Business trying to go down the inside. I think Jack is trying to go round the outside, and he's done it really neatly. Awesome move here from Jack to get up into P12. But Unatos and D10, they're switching positions constantly, these few drivers, but I think Unatos isn't quite close enough, as we got a first of the boxes, and that's Bala is actually into the pit lane. Is he going for a nose change? No, this is all for strategy. Hard tyres, end of the race for him. Save for swept back. Oh, it's a nose change. Oh, swept back flame. Again, that's not going to help him at all. So Lele is pushing now. Just that little bit. Jamie Dodge is 8 tenths away. But is he close enough to stay with him? So that gap is coming down. We'll just go on board with the Aussie, and look at the speed he's gaining round the outside, not even close to the braking zone, and he's gotten ahead, very neatly done. But look at Lele trying to stay with him, but not with the DRS that Jamie has. It is enough to keep him in the lead. Unatos and D10, another swap for those two drivers, P4 and P5 currently. Pyro just waiting, just being patient, as yeah, this midfield battle is still going at it. You got Petterflat and James, you got Jack Imac and Dan. Dan is on the inside. Oh, and James trying to sneak down the inside, as he just couldn't quite make the car stick and turn. But Jack Imac is now up into P9. But look at Dan. Dan trying to go round the outside, actually, and he gets forced off wide onto the grass, and he's going to lose a bit of time here and some positions. And yeah, he's been eaten up. He's been swallowed up from these other drivers. Look how close it is between some of these drivers, still in it for some little points. It's unbelievable. Lele is going to get the DRS now, and is he going to try and get P1 from Jamie? No, he still waits, but close enough. Yellow flags in sector. Oh, that's a McLaren. And I think that's Mr. Business and Zach as Beast have had a moment there. So, yeah, their race is probably done and dusted now, as we nearly approach half race distance. And Unatos goes onto the gravel bit now. I don't know if there was a bit of collisions or colliding with Pyro, but we'll look at it after. But for D10, it could benefit him a little bit, unless he's had damage. I'm just trying to have a look now, see if he does have any damage. He doesn't, so I don't know what exactly happened. Excuse me, I forgot to get water with me for this. Petterflat is trying to overtake Jack. This is for P9. Just not quite close enough yet, but we'll get another batch of the DRS. But I don't think he's quite close enough yet. And I'll tell you who this has benefited is Perkins in P8. Tech Support has done actually a very good job, going from P14 up to P7. Pyro as well, up 10 positions, and Lele actually is ahead of Jamie Dodge. another position swap for the lead. And he's taken it very nicely. Right, Pyro is in P5 and now he's got D10 to keep him company. So we'll see what he can do. Oh, and the top two have boxed, so top two are going to box. And, well, I was not expecting that really. So, onto the hard tyres, which would be the wisest thing to get to the end of the race. Unitos, Tech Support, Pyro, D10 and Liam all get promoted then into the top 5. And where will that put Lele and Jamie then? So that's going to put them P10 and P11. So, lap 15, over half race distance now. And yeah, some of these drivers will bound to be boxing soon, especially the top 4. And Dan as well, who's sitting in P8 for the time being. As you can see, that field spread now just beginning to form. El Nino is trying to close that gap on James for the DRS, and I think he has gotten in. We'll just have a look. And has so, yep. So he'll cut some time to the Scuderia. Pyro is still not ahead of D10. Liam Baroda, is he going to box soon or is he going to extend? We'll see right now. And he does insist on boxing. So in comes Liam. So does D10. Pyro opts to stay out then and extend his stint. So what will the undercut do for Pyro? Because, well, as we speak, I don't know where Lele is. Lele is up into P8, already ahead, but he's got a bit of traffic now with Try Again Later Boy, Dan, Petterflat, Jack Imac, Tech Support. Oh no, just Jack, I think, or something like that. Yeah, so it's going to lose a bit of time, but Liam Baroda on medium tyres now. He's got El Nino ahead. Oh, he thought about going for a move, but wouldn't be the most ideal, to say the least. So Unitos now is out of that 1 second window. Tech Support has improved a lot really, and he's close to Una. Is he going to go for a move? No, he doesn't. Too risky. As Tech Support will get another bit of DRS, and he is closer. He is closer. He's going to go to the inside and gets the move into a P2, but after boxes, he's probably not. So Lele is still struggling, actually, which is allowing McDammy Dodge to win a yellow flag. And is that D10? D10's gone round. Oh, D10. No, D10. That is going to help Pyro massively to do the overcut on medium tyres now. He's going to box for. Off he goes then. Tech Support also boxing. Petterflat extending. Lele retakes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. Goes over the curb a little. Not what I would be doing for sure. But yeah, Jamie Dodge has got to get ahead of Petterflat here if he wants to stay with Lele, and he has done so crucially for him. Liam Baroda also needs to get a move on with 13 laps to go. So Pyro is in P6 and is going to chase down Balaz for P5. And I must say, Balaz has done alright, to be fair. Boxed a bit earlier than most drivers, but he's still doing okay. Still doing alright. Unitos is going to be on the back of D10. D10 going to be a bit vulnerable with those tyres, who would probably be scorching as D10 is defending. Excuse me. So D10's going to be a little bit easy now on the throttle, but he still maintains P8. Tech Support in P7, still going to be chasing Pyro for P6. Liam Baroda is cut cut that time massively. Jamie Dodge picks up the fastest lap of the race as Liam Broder takes it now. So he's going to move on. And he's probably going to want this win as well. And he needs to get ahead of Petterflat if he wants a chance of winning. As yeah, some drivers now outside about 1 second window. Still battles going up and down the pack, but not as many as it was in the first half of the race. But still, oh, and it's a safety. Oh, and Petterflat's out. Petterflat's put it into the wall. So, what are the drivers going to do? For Balaz, could box? Is there going to be a boxy, as Solid would say? Any boxy? Zakis Beast is going to box. Yes, he does. And for a new set of medium tyres, well, scrubbed set, should I say. But fresh enough. And he will be able to catch up. So what are the drivers going to do? Lele thought boxing, stays out. Liam stays out as well. Lele thought about it. Is Balaz going to box? Yes, he does. And I'm sure a soft set would be enough to get you to the end of the race. But we'll see what happens. So a few drivers deciding to box as well. So yes, a soft set for Balaz. Unitos as well going to box. Perkins is going to most likely going to go for a soft set as well. Yes, a lot of the drivers in the back of the pack opting to box. Oh, and James gets a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Ooh. So as the drivers do catch up to the back of the pack. Ooh. Alright, as I can just recover my voice a little bit after non-stop communication, throat's a little bit dry, so I'm definitely going to need a drink. But I don't think I want to go just yet, because this should be the last lap. Zakis Beast has gone to box for a set of soft tyres. So who's going to benefit more from this? Liam is on a lap younger, on the softer set. Pyro is on a lap younger than Liam. Tech support has been doing a terrific job. Jack Imac has improved massively. Balaz could be a threat though. But we will wait and see. So Petterflat just leave the session. Unfortunate for Petterflat. All right, another lap of the safety car. And about 8 laps to go then. 9 laps to go. Let's just wait on Zach to catch up to the back of the pack and we will begin to go racing. And I must say, really, really interesting from some of these drivers. Some good quality racing as well, some collisions. But yeah, yes. All right, so the safety car coming in at the end of this lap. Oh, that's an Aston Martin. So Unitos nearly going into the back of try again later by there. What's happened here then? I'm not. I'm just trying to see now. So something's happened. Must have been a little bit of a hassle there, but Lele's got to be careful. He can't really go under 50 miles an hour, which he's doing. So he can't go too slow. He can't let anyone ghost. Otherwise, there could be a penalty on his way. But Lele... Oh, he's caught Jamie off guard. He's caught Jamie off guard massively. And he's underway for the last few laps of the Grand Prix. And there's an 8/10 gap. Oh, this is massive. That was a great getaway from Lele to hold the position, but we'll just see if anyone's going to try and make a move. Not quite yet. Oh, there's a Red Bull actually swept back Flame trying to go for a move on Perkins down the inside. Pushes Perkins onto the grass. Oh, and Perkins spun round. Perkins spun round. Oh, stewards are going to have a massive discussion about that and see who's at fault. Should Sweatback given enough space? Maybe, but Perkins should have seen it coming. Oh, and Sweatback then gets spun around as well, so that is not helped both of those drivers at all. And yeah, they're probably tamping at the bit. But look at Liam Bewalder trying to go for a move on Jamie, vulnerable. But oh, he's going to go to the inside. I can't get a good camera angle. Down the inside for Liam Bewalder. Oh, and he gets the move into P2. What a move for Liam Bewalder. And now he can chase for the win on the fresher tyres. Oh, this is massive. This is massive. Buckle up, everyone. Pyro and Jamie Dodge, P3 and P4 for Mercedes. This is becoming a great performance. Oh, what happened to Jamie actually? So Jamie must have gone, well, he was tight at the apex and Pyro's got the fastest lap of the race. And has a has he got a chance? Could he get back-to-back wins? But he's got a time penalty, so it might not be likely. Mr. Business picks up a time penalty for track limits, but we're just seeing what is happening behind as well. James and Mr. Business going at it for P13. Lovely move around the outside there for the Ferrari man. But Ballas is on the back of D10. And D10's struggling a little bit on these last few stages of the race. Just hasn't got quite the confidence to do anything. But Ballas on fresher tyres, on softer tyres, round the outside. Can he make the move stick? Oh, he's going to go for it. Yeah, oh, he goes into the grass. So he's going to have to abort, give the position back. Nearly puts Unitos crashing. Oh, and Unitos is going to send it into... Oh, and Mr. Business is retired. And that's a safety car again. So where is... is that the... Sapa chicaned it, so I don't know what exactly happened, but... Liam Bewalder boxes. Pyro stays out. Tech support boxes. Oh, this might be a massive, massive mistake from tech support and Liam Bewalder. Because they are sitting P12 and P13. Oh, no, no. Okay, so I'm guessing end of lap 25, the safety car is going to be in. And how many safety cars is that already? That's 3 safety cars. There was a bet builder. I'm going to try and find out. How is this going to play out then in the last few laps of the race? What is going to happen? Yeah, I did see Lele went a bit slower. He needs to be, I don't know if people do it in kilometers an hour, I do it in miles per hour, but it needs to be over 50 as far as I'm aware. You can't go underneath 50 miles an hour, but I don't know, can you check the rules? Can you check the rules if it is there, please? Because I don't know if the rules have been updated. That would be fantastic, if you can. So lap 25 and 29, so 5 laps to go. Well, it will be 4 then. It will be 4 once the safety car comes in. So here we go then, safety car coming in at the end of this lap. And it's deja vu again. Just haven't got the best angle really. I know what Lele's doing, he's trying to get temperature into his tyres, which I understand why he's going under 50, but it's difficult to say really. I mean, he's doing a better job now. He is doing a better job slightly, well, not quite now as I speak, but Pyro's rearing to go. You can see Pyro's rearing to go, and he's gone for it, and he's bolted, and well, Pyro's done a better job than the Aussie, but still not quite as close to Lele. But here we go then for the final few laps of the race. Pyro going to be chasing back-to-back wins in Australia. Can he do it? It seems unlikely, but never say never. Let's try again. Later boy gets a move on Balaz, and Balaz D-Time's falling down to P8 here, and he's going to go, oh, and Dan's going to send it down the inside. Oh, and I thought they touched again, but D10 is holding on for dear life here. Liam Bewalder might not get, well, he's bound to get points, but not the points he would have wanted to be more at the top. But Pyro's actually in a chance to overtake Lele for the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. Can he do it? Lele has to cover the inside for now, but very good defending, but that's going to compromise his exit. And Pyro back on it. Sector 3, and Dan has gone down to last, and Dan's retired. Is Dan retired on track? But Pyro's taking the lead. Now, can Pyro do the team game, hold up Lele and try and force him into an error and allow Jamie Dodge to take the lead? It will be difficult, but nothing is impossible. As Liam Baroda is now up into P8, D-Time's got a time penalty for track limits, but Liam Baroda is on the charge. And he needs to be on the charge, because he's losing out on big points. But Lele is still holding on to Pyro, and he's doing a go. Oh, and someone's gone into the wall there. I think that was Jack. Yeah, Jack just avoiding the wall. Oh, he's a lucky boy. He is a lucky boy. That could have been disastrous. Oh, and Taxicorp's gone ahead of Liam Baroda. But with time penalties, I think Liam's going to gain some positions, actually. But this is not helping Liam at all. As you can see, Lele is right on the back of Pyro. As Pyro trying to hold off Lele as much as possible. But this is where, can Pyro be a team player and get McDamie George his win? Oh, this is massive. This is massive. So we're on the penultimate lap then of the race. Alplan picks up the time penalty. He's going to allow Lele to go past, and he's thinking about the DRS game here, like he did 2 weeks ago on me. Shock horror. But look how just much Lele's gone. Look how much she's gone. He's already half a second, but Pyro, I don't know how much ERS he's got, but Pyro's going to try and close in. I don't think he's close enough. No, he's not. So he's going to... Could well have been a massive mistake from Pyro. But we'll see anyway what he's capable of doing. But is Pyro going to go for it? No, he doesn't. As Jack Unitos try again later point. Oh, and Jack gets a little tap on the rear. I think someone went off. I think that might have been Unitos. Oh my god, there's so... Oh, and someone spun around. That's Liam Baroda. Liam Baroda spun around in P9, and he's going to drop all the way down to last. And the gamble has not paid off for Liam Baroda. Oh, no. So the last lap of the race. Oh, and Pyro thinking about a move down the inside, but can't quite do it. As Lele is holding on for dear life, and he's got to think, can he allow... Is he going to allow McDamie to pass through? He doesn't. But he's got to do something now. They've got to act. And look how much Lele's going. 7 tenths of the gap between him and Pyro. But look how he's miles ahead of the order as Ballas gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Pyro's not even close. Pyro's not even close to Lele, and Lele is probably going, should I say, touch wood, to win on his debut on what has been a very adventurous race. In Australia, Jamie Dodge had tried his hardest but has unsucceeded. But with Lele coming across the line very soon, on the last corner, Lele, on his debut, is going to take the win in Australia. What a performance there for Lele. Pyro on P2, but is going to drop to P4. Unitos gets a podium. Great performance from Uno. Jamie in second place. Try again later by P5. Taxport in P6. James gets P7. Oh, and D10 retired. What on earth? I couldn't see everything, but what an interesting race. Tech Support picking up driver of the day pretty much. Whew, yeah, that was something. That was something, I must say. Oof. As Lele could be in a bit of trouble. Could be in a bit of trouble for Lele, and it could be a 5-second time penalty coming his way. Let's try again. Later Boy had a collision with Liam at the later stages of the race. So here is your classification, Ben. Lele, who got the win on the road, but may be investigated after the race for going too slow on the safety car restart. So that might allow Jamie to win. Unotos takes P3, Pyro takes P4, Try Again Later Boy in P5, Tech Support in P6, James P7, Zach in P8, great recovery from Zach, El Nino P9 and Perkins in P10. Driver of the day, yeah, I'll have to give it to Pyro, who messed up his quali, but he recovered really, really, really well and could get P3. So that is the Australian Grand Prix. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be on next week, but never say never. I will say that. And I'd like to thank you all on a great race for watching. And next Saturday, we go to Brazil for Tier 2. And then Sunday, we head to Miami for Tier 1. So I'd like to thank you all again for joining and tuning in. Have a lovely weekend and have a good night.